late. It has been a crazy busy day. Definitely super busy. Oh, goodness. But I am so glad to be here for the Artistry Collective. Say hi when you hop on. Just getting my table together here a little bit. I need to put a couple of these things away because I have a lot on my table at the moment that I really don't need all of it. Hi, Paula. Hi, sweet friend. I am so sorry I'm running late, friend. Oh, I feel like I can catch my breath for a second. Hi, Amanda. Maybe still not yet because, you know, I have all kinds of stuff around here. I do. So, I wanted to do a couple of things tonight. So I have to get started. But I do have a project that I have to do for Halo Fun. Hey, sweet friends. I have a project that I have to do for the Paperamia design team. So that is the Chic Boutique. And what I wanted to do was get the pages in and put together. I don't know if I'm going to do that at the moment. Maybe I'll start doing some, because I do have some other things I want to do as well. So maybe I'll start on, you know, a couple other things and then, you know, just kind of see. I'm just going to do like a bunch of stuff. Hi, Becca, or at least that's the plan. I'm going to try. We'll see how it goes, just depending on what I can get done here. But I am so glad to see you guys. So let me know when you're hopping on, and let me know if you're watching a replay, put hashtag replay, and if you can share this to Facebook, that would be amazing as well. So I wanted to do like some, you know, some pretty ephemera stuff for this journal, which is very chic and amazing, and it has like sewing stuff and just, it's just gorgeous. I do think I want to put this in here for one of the pages. So pretty. And then I can put, you know, half of it in there, and then another part I can put for, you know, doing like a pocket. I think that would be pretty. I do have to take some of the papers out, I'm sure, because it's a lot. But I'm just going to put that to the side for a moment. And then the first thing I was thinking of doing was getting one of those hanky things that I got from Amazon. And they look like they're like kind of vintage style, especially like when you grunge them up. Hi, Judy. Hi there. Hey, everyone. Especially when you grunge them up, do a little coffee dye and all the things. So I wanted to use one of those to make an envelope for in here. But it could be used for any like kind of journal or, you know, mixed media piece. So let me grab some paper that I want to use. So I'm thinking maybe some kind of like cardstock. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe some kind of cardstock. And then, unless I have, I might already have a big envelope that I could use, which would be quicker. Let me see if I can grab one from here. I don't want one too big. Let me see. I feel like these ones are kind of small. I mean, I guess I can't really do like a huge one anyhow, right? I mean, it wouldn't really fit in the book if it was that big. So, I mean, I do have a really big one, but that's definitely not going to work. So I'm thinking, let me grab one of these envelopes over here. I'm so sorry, I'm running off already. Goodness. Already acting up. This probably would be a good size. Maybe. Or, I'm just going to grab a couple of different ones to kind of see which, you know, I might want to use. Because there's a bunch of different sizes here. right, so I got a couple, or I could even do one of those. Huh, that could work. I'm kind of thinking, the size I was kind of thinking was maybe like this size anyhow. So let's see. Is that gonna fit in there good? Maybe I should move all these because it's so much. You're sweet. Firkin, how are you? Regina. Hey, Becca. How is everyone? Yeah, I think that would work. And I do have different colors in these. But, I mean, if I'm covering it, then I guess that one should be fine. It shall be. Yeah, so I had a plan to, I was going to repurpose something. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is due like soon. And it's not even like together. So what I was going to do is a slip spine for 3 signatures. And on the spine, since it's really pretty, I love this from Paris. I was thinking of not, I don't want to cover it. So if I'm doing the slip spine, I'm going to have them shown and just have like some pearls going down. I think would be really pretty. Like do some seed beads or, some little pearls. I think would be really pretty on the, the bungee cord pretty much. Hi, May. Hi, sweet friend. Yeah, so this will save some time on, having to make it. So now I'm just going to grab this one's a grungy one. But that's going to be, I might have to grab a pink one. Goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Unbelievable, friends. I have to grab a pink one in here. All right, I got a pink one. This will do. Has my name on it. So this one will be good. We're using this. I was thinking about doing this, but maybe I don't want to do too grungy of a, thing. I do have more that I haven't actually, like grunged up. So I could do that. Though, I mean, I like the super distressed kind of thing. So maybe I'll go with that way. But here's some more. Let me see. Oh, this one is grungy too. I got this one. Maybe I'll do that one. Yeah, I did a couple of them like super grungy. Put it in the oven after dyeing it with like coffee and stuff. Stacked it up, and so there's like kind of like prints, like burn marks and all the things, and it just, I don't know, just grunges it up. Just grunges it. Though I never did iron or anything, so it could use a little bit of that for sure. But this one, I didn't do anything to. So let's do this. What I was thinking was maybe just put, I kind of want that at the top. I think would be pretty. Yeah, I think I'm just going to glue it on like that and fold that over. And then I can still cover in here. I think that would be great. Seems like a good size to be able to do, all the things like that. And then decorate it. And then I don't have to, I can either fold it to put it in there or just, put it in there as is. So we're gonna see. We are gonna see. I'm just going to use a little fabric tack here. So how was everybody's day today? Hopefully everybody had an amazing day. Wonderful Wednesday. Hi, Corey. Hey, sweet friend. How are you? This doesn't want to come out too much. It's very, very light. Very, very light. Okay, I'm just going to do the top portion first here. Just because of the glue, I feel like it's, there is a little bit of a hangover, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I guess it's a good thing there's not too much glue, because I mean, you really don't want it all coming through. But you could do this with any kind of, you know, material. Would be great. Any kind would be wonderful. Hi Leah, hi sweet friend, and I see Carol and Sharon. How is everyone today or tonight? The day's almost over already. Goodness. And it has been quite a day, let me just say. We are about to leave for a vacation, so it was just kind of like last minute getting everything together. So we kind of alternate, like family vacation, kids, you know, go with us. This one is now when Bernard and I are going to go, just him and I. So we have to make sure that everything's good to go for the kids when we're gone. Make sure they have all their things that they might need. So run around to, like, you know, tons of stores getting what everybody wants, and make sure the animals are all good to go. Because, you know, we have like a zoo here, lots of animals, and then I had to, like, you know, so errands, and then I had to get myself, you know, together with my hair, because I had so much gray going on, so I really needed to dye that, because every trip we go on, we get photos done. So we have like all these different photos from different trips, and I was like, well, I really need to make sure that I dye my hair, because that's going to be sitting around the house, and I would prefer to look a little decent in it. So let me go ahead and do that. I go to dye my hair, because usually I have a good stock. There was none in my cabinet. I'm like, are you kidding me? So had to get that. Couldn't dye it exactly when I wanted to. I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I wanted to cover the edges too. So I'm just gonna pull it over, and though it's right here, it's not all the way covered there. It's totally fine, because what I'm gonna do is actually put a little lace there, which I think is gonna be real pretty. So let's get some of that. I really want to get my lace organized. It would make me so happy if I get all of my lace together. Like, it just would be amazing. I truly would. I need to get my life together. I need more time, I guess. I definitely could use a little more time. All right, so which one do I want to use? I even have some blue ink out that I don't need out, so I probably should put those up. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, so that threw me behind with my timing with, you know, my hair and everything, because it, you know, definitely wasn't when I wanted to do it at all. I just want like a plain straight across lace, I'm thinking. Let's see. I guess I should do some white. I think white will be better. Let me get that out. Of course, I grabbed the one that's too thick. So let me get another one. I'm going to read the comments in just a moment. Here's some. This one's kind of... yeah, I think that'll be good. I'm just going to have it like underneath, so that you can still see some of that pink. Either that or do a thicker one. You know, something else where it's like you don't see quite as much of the pink. We're just going to see which one looks better, I guess. And then I kind of want this shown. So I would just keep this underneath, or I would flip it and have it going up this way, which could be, you know, really cute too. I think I'm liking that. Yeah. I think I do like that. I think that one looks good. Okay, so let's put that to the side, because I might still use that anyhow on something. Oh, this is a... wow. I forgot I took this off of a shirt. Goodness. Well, I guess it's the shape I need, so maybe it was just meant to be, right? But I am going to take some of this thickness off on the edge because that's going to make my envelope kind of bulky. So I'm going to take that off right on the end there. Doing good. Awesome. Hey, Liz, how are you? It's so much work, right? It is. It's like, and then you just need a vacation after your vacation sometimes, especially if your itinerary is very booked. This time we didn't plan too much. Like, we're gonna just kind of play it by ear, but we did get like Broadway tickets and stuff, which is gonna be super fun. Definitely looking forward to that. But as far as like usually different like states and countries we go to, we have tons of things planned and all these, you know, different tickets for things. So now we're just gonna, you know, we have, you know, of course we have to be at the Broadway like a certain time. But other than that, everything else we could just, you know, do whatever. Have a good time. So it's going to be awesome. We're going to New York. New York. I'll be going for another Broadway during the summer. And then I'll be going in October for the retreat. That's Corey on here is hosting. And Mary with the Painted Peach. And did Corey come on her regular one? How are you doing, Carla? Yeah, Creative Roots Art by Corey. Okay, yeah, so she's one of the hosts. And then I'll be a presenter. Leah's going to be a presenter there. And, you know, a bunch of us. So if you happen to be in a distance where you can drive to New York in October 12th, it would be amazing if you can come because we have some really fun things planned. It's going to be super awesome. Very, very awesome. I feel like this part is kind of chunky, but I guess it'll be fine. I feel like it's really chunky though. Maybe I should take that part off. Yeah, so most of the stuff, like, we're going to take a ferry to do. Like, I haven't been to the, like, the Statue of Liberty in forever, since I was, like, a kid. So, you know, just kind of do just some different sightseeing things. It's been forever since I've been, so. All right. Yeah, that's going to be cute. And then do I want to bring that? Yeah, I'm just going to trim that. I'm going to trim it to right here. And I really wanted to do this repurpose project tonight, but that I wasn't even able to get any of that together. So that was a bummer. All right, and then I'm just going to bring these ones over. Doing this with like a white envelope would be, you know, really great because it would, you know, it might be a little see-through with it being, you know, kind of thin white. But I'm certainly glad that I didn't pick, that I, you know, I didn't stick with like the red. At least I'm using, you know, the pink. Okay, got that. And that one, I guess I'm just going to overlap it. And then this could totally go up like, you know, all the way, but I mean, that would be silly. So I'm just going to do it like that and then trim it off the bottom. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have trimmed the bottom off first after tucking it up. That probably would have been, I think that would have actually made more sense. Well, I guess at this point it doesn't matter, because I'm going to put trim on the bottom anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Is there New York City? Yes, New York City. Is there any more info on the workshops? How long are they? On my page on Facebook, I have the links for like all the info for it. And but also Corey could like let you know, because she's one of the, you know, the hosts, so she could definitely let you know all the you know, more of the details with it for sure. But it'll be different, like you'll, you know, we'll do like the crafts together, and you'll be able to get like all the supplies provided and all the fun things. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so now this is going to get trimmed off, but I want to make sure that it's like, when you look at the bottom, that it's, you know, finished off. So I'm gonna leave like a little teeny bit of excess, just so I can fold it up, and then it'll have trim on the bottom of that. Okay, so let's see. So I was thinking before I glue that completely down, I could have tucked that up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I could just put more glue. It's no biggie. No biggie at all. It's actually still a little bit tacky there. Okay, so we'll put this under there. Yeah, I know you're friends with Giselle as well, and she's gonna be there, so that's gonna be, that would be awesome if you can go. Hi, Pam. How are you doing, my friend? All right, so now with that, I would want to make sure to trim this, because the bottom is already like sealed off, so I don't really need the excess. So I'm just gonna glue this down. Did I have that one first? I guess it doesn't really matter. I will put this one down first over here. There we go. And then this one here. And then this could either get trimmed off to where it's just coming down as the, you know, for the V, and then just trim those. But I think I'm just gonna leave it. Kind of liking it like that. All right. And then, now this, actually, let me do it this way. I'm gonna glue this down right at the very, well, maybe not at the exact very bottom, but just a tiny bit up, so that all that's kind of sealed towards the bottom there. And then I can trim the excess off. It's looking fabulous. Real pretty. And then put something in the middle here. or like a doily or something. I guess I'll see what's going to look best with it. I guess we will see. All right, so if this would just go in like a pocket or something, and then, you know, just put, you know, stuff in here. But I do want to put something in here to make sure that this isn't gonna, like, it wouldn't get stuck down. So I'm thinking to do like a little trim at the bottom, and then, you know, some in here, some kind of lace, I think would be pretty. Maybe I could do the same, though. I mean, it's kind of thick, but I do like it a lot though. Or I could do like a heart one. That would be pretty. You know, kind of switch it up. And then the hearts would be sticking out of the book because I would put this in like this, and then those would be out, you know, hanging out of the side of it. So I think I'm going to do that. Hey, Kelly, how are you? I'm in New York, but nowhere near New York City. It's quite a drive, huh? How are you doing, Kelly? Okay, so do I want it on the other side or this side? That is the question. I guess the other side. And then I still want to put like something on here. Something pretty. Do like a photo, or, you know, like a little kind of cluster thing. So we're going to see. I'm just going to play around with it and see once I get all of the trim on here. If you're just hopping on, I am doing some ephemera things for my Chic Boutique journal. Oh, thank you, May. Thank you, sweet friend. Okay, let's trim that now. There, and then this has to go up a teeny bit more. There we go. You know, the results still have yet to come in for the gender of the baby. Like, I don't understand what is going on. I could have sworn it was going to be today because it's been 2 weeks now. So it doesn't make a bit of sense, friends. It really doesn't. I wonder how this would be. Sticking out of here. I think that would be pretty. I like that. I do like that. All right, so I'm going to put this on the inside of here. And then it'll just be sticking out of the top. It'll be sticking out a little bit. And then kind of cover that, you know, the glue area. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think that would be good. I need to trim that just a little. There we go. And then the same on this side. Do you happen, Sharon, to be like close to Windsor, New York? It's about like I think it was a 4.5 hour drive when I looked. So that's where the retreat is. I have that up a little bit more. So let's put it right there. It's gonna be all like super chic, which is the goal. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so we got that so far. And I think even like a little closure would be pretty too. After I get, you know, this stuff together. I think putting the little crocheted heart on here, I have a couple of different ones here. I think that would be, yeah, pretty to have that. This one is like the same as this, so I'm going to use this one. And I wonder if I want to take, I guess I'm going to take this little top part off. Maybe it's kind of silly to have it on. I keep it on when I use these for tabs. There we go. Got a little heart. I'm always using like parts of the ribbon and laces, and then just taking like, you know, just cutting out the little bits so you can have like a little flower, a heart, this little thing, whatever that is. And they're great for, you know, ephemera things and all. Okay, so we got that. And then I could put one on the front here too for the closure. So let's get another one of these. My stomach keeps making noises. I had a snowball earlier, and it had so much marshmallow. Oh my gosh, it was tearing me up. I was like, I cannot even like have another bite of this thing. Seriously, it's just too much. I'm gonna get sick if I have any more. That's cute. I was thinking to do like a wax seal, but I think this looks cute on there. And then put like a little bling. We could do that. That would be adorable. I still have a bunch of bling that I didn't put in the container yet from like months and months and months ago. It's been quite some time. And I just tossed them in a basket and just left them. Okay, so we got that so far. So I think that's really pretty. Oh goodness. I guess you can, Bella, if she's on here still. These kids are too much, and she's gonna send me 1,000 texts in a row asking the same question. Yes, you may. You may. All right, let's see what else we want to do here. Some bling, and then I'll put something on the front. On here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I had some really, really pretty ones, the newer ones. And I have to put them in like another container. Oh, there's a little ballerina in here. How sweet. I haven't been in here in forever because I've been just grabbing it out of the basket usually. What do I want to use? Maybe a simple little bling piece. I don't want anything too thick because it's going to be too bulky in the journal. So that's why I had to kind of just be careful with what I'm picking here. You know, there's definitely lots of them that would be absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like they're just a little too thick for sure. I could even do like a pretty little you know, crown tiara thing. That would be beautiful, but I'm just going to use that one. That's what I'm going to do. Look how pretty this one is. That is so pretty. Yeah, I really have a lot of like more like super vintagey ones that I really need to get put in a container. And as you can see, I kind of ran out of space in here, so I had to start using different ones. Okay, let's put that here. Especially like the big ones won't even fit in these, you know, those. So I keep some big ones in this longer like thing. You're welcome. Don't be asking for any more now. Okay. I'll use that. And wait, was I supposed to? Oh my gosh, I've done put it on the wrong one. Goodness. It's supposed to go on here. Oh, goodness gracious. Now there's going to be a tiny bit of glue on there. Wow. It's not really noticeable, actually. So I guess I probably should just leave it alone. Now, of course, there's not enough on here now. So let's put that. And then I want to figure out, like, what do I want to put on the front? I mean, I guess this would be the front, you know, but I want to put something, a little something on here. So maybe, I have an idea. Maybe I could do something from the prints, like the printable thing, the kit, possibly. If I can get one that's like small enough, that definitely would be great. I mean, there's a lot of small ones in here, but it just depends on what I want to use. Could do something like that, like a little sewing machine with, let's see, maybe some flowers. Got some bows. And then I'll just put like some different ephemera things in there in the envelope. See if there's something on here I want to use. It could possibly be something I might want to, you know, that it has like a frame that I can trim. I can cut out, and then it would be really pretty. So we're gonna see. This frame is so pretty. I absolutely love that. It's gorgeous. It has all the bling on there. It's just something special. There is some dresses in here that's a bit different from the ephemera that came with the kit. So I really like those. And I definitely want pink. I think that would be pretty. Decisions. I'm wondering if I want to do that one. that flower. I think I'm just gonna okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Those frames are just so pretty. Okay, so we got this one here. I was just trying to think of like something, isn't it pretty? Something like that would be really great, you know, from the kit, since it is going into the book here. So I feel like the other, like the dresses and stuff that are in here, they're pretty, but they're like, I don't know. Like I just felt like I just didn't want to use those on here. And plus there's none that's like super pink. But then again, the flower is not really either. All right, these go, those don't even go in there. But there is different like pockets and stuff for inside of the journal. And I am going to use like the little ephemera things because they are super cute. But I think on the envelope here, we got some scissors with flowers. That's really pretty. And then I got the sewing machine. Yeah, there's like all kinds of pockets. And then I added some like extra stuff that I felt like would be pretty with this. Like this tag, for example. Look how cute that is. So that one and some other stuff, like some like vintage kind of ephemera things. I did like add in here. That's super beautiful. That would be pretty too. And then I did double print so that I can use, yeah, there's like cosmetic things I put in here and like just some really pretty stuff. And I put those more towards the back since it didn't go with the kit. But there's a lot of different, like super vintage, chic, glam, you know, all the things like old perfume bottles, pearls, you know, pearl necklaces, brooches, all that kind of stuff I put in here. We could do something with like, you know, pretty frame. So those I put in the back. And then I have some more that I was in the middle of like fussy cutting. Here's some pearls here. I just kind of mix those, a couple of them in there. But so what I'm thinking is to do like a little cluster kind of thing here. And then I'll put one of these on the front. There's a little dress form here. And then I can, I mean, the flower is kind of big, so I guess I really wouldn't need to. Maybe I'll just save that for something else. And I can cut out like all of these pieces to use for like ephemera stuff in there. All right, so I'll just use these. Not like all of them, but I'll just kind of pick and choose. So I think I need like a little background kind of thing. And then these I want to use in here. They don't go with the kit, but it's some cute little like pockets and stuff that I could use. Let's maybe use a little of this paper. That one's pretty. And then I'll do, I'm going to use the hole punch. That's what I'm going to do. So I need, or I could do a heart. Yeah, I'm going to do a heart. So this is a 2-inch one. And then this could actually be used inside of the journal. And so I could fold it like this. And then it has a little pocket. I mean, sorry, a little window. How sweet is that? And then I could put, you know, something in there. All right, so I'm gonna put this, which was like coffee dyed. And then, what else? What else? Oh, let me move these. These would be really pretty too. I guess I'll just hold off on that for now. Let's put one of these in here. It's real cute. I'm gonna put some other stuff in here too, but for now I'm gonna put that photo there. And then let's glue this on. And then I'm just gonna like ink up that stuff. And then I did fussy cut like a bunch of flowers, like pressed flowers and stuff. So maybe I could put like a couple of those. All right, the dress form. Let's see. Uh-oh, I didn't even put ink, glue right there in that spot. I guess I'm putting this over here. Seems good to me. All right, let's ink that up a little bit here. Especially where the white is. Definitely want to do that. Okay, so we got that. And so I want to use this sewing machine. I would love to have this one. I have one that's like the same kind, but it's black. But to have a pink one, that would be so pretty. Okay, so I'll put that on the front. This one is going to go back here. And I could put a pin in here and like, you know, put some glue in there so it's not bubbled up. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter like too much, but just in case it pushes my print up, I'll just add like a teeny bit in there. All right, so let's put this one here. So what did you guys do today? We're having some not so great weather. It's been chilly and rainy today. So not really an outdoors day, honestly. Hasn't been that exciting. All right, so we got that. Cute little piece there. So there's how that's looking. Even has like a little button, a needle and thread, some scissors, and there's a spool, another spool. And then back here, we are gonna put something. What are we gonna put back here? I'm thinking like a flower and then that thing over top. Seems pretty good. Oh, I just cut out the, where's the heart? I didn't even get the heart out. Goodness. I kind of actually need that because that's what I was gonna use. All right, so we got that. And Also, maybe I'll use some of this. I want like some kind of like texture-y kind of stuff, I think. So either like a lace or material. Or some kind of like flower. Some kind of flower. Let's take a look and see. I think that one's pretty. I do have a bunch more in here. It's like tons in there. All right, so yeah, I'm liking that one. Let me just put a little bit of ink in here. Blue strings. Okay, so we got that one. And this I'm just gonna put right here. And just put like a little bit of ink. There we go. Got a lot of New York vacations. I know, right? He totally forgot that I was gonna do that, or else he, you know, we probably would have stuck to the original. We were gonna do Myrtle Beach is what we were thinking recently, and then he thought about the Broadway stuff, and he's like, I know you wanted to go to Broadway like for, you know, forever, and the last time we were gonna go was when COVID was going on, so we had to cancel our trip and everything there. So that was definitely a bummer. Yeah, I think this will be cute there. Or I could do, I think I'm liking that. I'm just gonna do that one, I think. Okay, let's do the sewing machine. It's really cute. All right, that, and then the other Broadway stuff, we don't have the tickets yet, but I told Bella that I would take her. So we're just gonna do that during the summer. Just do like a day trip, even though there's 2 different ones that we want to see together. So it's either stay overnight and see 2 different ones, even though that's going to be very costly, or just go back, you know, a few months later or something. I would do it when we're doing the retreat and then have her come along and then just plan an extra day for that. But I mean, I don't even know how far like Windsor is from New York City, and like a whole, you know, it could be like a whole thing. So it's probably best to not do all that. This could be cute up here, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I think like some stickles on the flowers would be really pretty. So I could do that just to have like a little bit more kind of like shiny, shimmery bling kind of look to it. And then back here, so I think I'm going to do that because I could just sit this to the side. Usually like using the stickles, you know, you just got to give it time to dry before you can put it in, you know, your book or wherever. So I want something that's like shimmery. I could do some like gold. I think I'm going to just go with my favorite. That's what I'm going to do. My favorites are, oh, I grabbed 2 of the same. Icicle, and and Stardust. Stardust, and what is this? Oh, that's Icicle again. Well, this one's running low, so let me see if I can use the rest of this one. Oh, good, I can. Nice. All right, so I always like to get the center of the flowers and then just kind of bring it out some. And then we could put some on the leaves. The reason why I love this a lot is because you can see the color underneath of it still. But yet it gives you that glittery sparkle kind of look as well. I have put quite a bit on here, so now I'm just moving it around since I went a little cray-cray. Might as well put it on all the flowers now. All the leaves and all the flowers. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot one. Okay, so we got that one, and I'm just gonna have to put it to the side to let it dry. And then I can do the other side because it's gonna, you know, take a little time to wait. So there's that. Look how pretty. So pretty. And then this, and I feel like it's flat enough to not be a problem in the journal. And then, like I said earlier, it's going to be nice to have this part hanging out of the side. So it'll be in here like this, and then this will be hanging out. So I think that's going to be really, really pretty. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side to dry. And it looks like I need a little glue on here. If I can get that open. Hi, Mary. Hey, Giselle. Hi there. How is everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's almost Thursday here. All right. I'm just working on some ephemera things for my Chic Boutique journal. Because I realized that it's going to be like due soon for the, you know, the design team, and it's not even put together yet. It's ridiculous. So I made some things the other night. Let me show you guys how they turned out. I kind of want to work on another one because it was so fun. But let me get it real quick here. I was doing some watercoloring and doing like a, you know, like mono eco printing kind of stuff in the private group. And I grabbed some leaves from outside, and you could do this with like different flowers. So once I used, you know, the paint and everything, then I just, you know, seal it. This one is a hydrangea leaf. So once I paint all of this with watercolor, I'm going to put this little Tim Holtz little thing with, you know, ephemera thing. It says hydrangea on it. So I'm going to put like a little ephemera stuff on there. And then this one I'm going to fussy cut. This one was a hydrangea leaf as well. But if I do like a pink background and then put like the little pink, you know, card would be really cute. And then I did this one. Look how pretty. And then I did a little bit of stamping with the script. And then I did a little swatch. I just used some of these little swatches. And then did that. And then just put like a little card. But they're super fun. And then I even used like a metallic shimmery one for on top of the paint. It was a watercolor paint as well, but yeah, that was super fun. That was fun indeed. So there was different ones that I did. And they're just a lot of fun to like paint and everything after. And then you could either fussy cut and use them, just, you know, little pieces, or you can do like a whole thing, or you can make it even like bigger. You can frame them, you can use them in journals. So lots of different ideas with it for sure. And yeah, there's more over here too, like big ones and stuff. But those are definitely a lot of fun. You have this one. I mean, you can use it as like a page in your journal and just fold it in half, and then you have, you know, some, this is for my peonies. So this is for my roses. So I just did like leaves, but before, when I was doing like some printing, I did like flowers and stuff too. So it's pretty awesome. It's very fun. But this time I used, spray dyes do you use? Oh, what brand spray dyes? Turn on me. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. The spray dyes, like the ones I use for, like in the books. These are Ranger, they're Tim Holtz, and they're distress spritz, or you can get the mica stains or the spray stains. Those are like all my faves. Oxide sprays, there's different ones here, but they're all Tim Holtz. Ranger has them. So you can get them from the Ranger website. You can get them from, there's different websites. Simon Says Stamp. Let's see, what else? I've gotten them from several of them. You can even get them from Amazon too. I think I have some in my Amazon shop, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Probably under the paint section. Okay, so let's do something else. Let me get this cleaned up a little. I did recently do a, like some snippet rolls, and those are really pretty with, I think I should do one for this because of having like the material and doing like some different like pretty ephemera stuff on it. I think would be really awesome. So I'm going to get a piece of material here. Let's see. What I'm thinking is, this has some script on it. Let me get one of these Tim Holtz ones here. These are very chic, very amazing. All right, let's do, I don't want it too like wide and thick. Like I just want, that would be amazing too, but it's like, why cover it? Because it's just so pretty. So, so pretty. These have all kinds of like ephemera things on them. Tickets, bingo cards. They're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. This one's my fave. It has all those, like the claw strips that I love using. But I certainly would not cover that up. So I'm going to use some of this one here. I'm going to take this little label part off because I don't need that. And then, how big do I want it? I don't want it too big. And then this could just go in as is, or it could be like a pocket, depending on how, you know, big. I think I'll just do like a belly band and put like, you know, a really pretty photo with it. I think would be nice. All right, so we'll just do one like that. And then I needed the length of the book. A lot of times I'll use something nice and sturdy like drop cloth. I use that a lot. And then if you do like a really long snippet roll, I mean, it doesn't have to be super long, but what I've done before is I used one of those old like wooden spools and then wrapped it around it. You know, you just have to make sure everything's glued on really well, or sew it in after, like just glue, you know, glue everything a little bit and then just kind of sew it in. It's always another option. All right, so let's get some of these strings off. I don't want to take them all off. And I definitely want it, you know, frayed. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. And then this I'm just going to use, I'm going to do like a lot of different like swatches in here, like fabric swatches. And I have like all the stamps to like make them. They're like really amazing stamps that are from, I think they're from scrapbook.com. I got something on my lip. It's driving me nuts. Goodness. Okay, let's do this. And I want to put, of course, some of the things that came with the kit, because this is, you know, a project that I have to do for it. And it's going to be totally late, I'm sure, which is just real fun. I'm going to have to message them about that. Let's see, I'm just going to grab a couple of things out. I ended up cutting some of these where it says pockets and all, because I'm going to use these for some labels. It's just, it's like, thanks for doing the font for me and everything. I'm going to use those. You can put them on folders and stuff. All right, some of these little note cards could be cute. A couple little note cards. Some of the little, like, skinnier ones. Got some pretty tags. Yeah, so I'm going to use a couple of those. None that's like not, you know, I don't want it too wide. And then what else do we got? Oh, I could put some of the cute ephemera things that have the, it doesn't come with a kit, but as long as I put some other things from the kit, I can add like some of that stuff. I think that would be really cute. And then I could do like some of the dresses, maybe a little dress form, a bow. And then of course lace. Gotta have lots of lace. Would be gorgeous. Maybe we'll do like a dress or two. All right, I'm definitely going to use the pockets because I'm going to use those in the journal. And then these are bookmarks, but I like to use the bookmarks for either tags or belly bands. So I'm going to put those in here. But they're really pretty though. Look how pretty. It is gorgeous. Got some nice pockets. Loving all those. And the journaling cards. Tuck spots. Got some different like mannequins, dress forms. Some more bows. And then I added in flowers. And like receipt books and different things in here that didn't come with it, but I felt like it would certainly fit for the theme. It might be a little too big. Can do like some perfume bottles or some photos would be pretty. This I want to use I think. And then upstairs, I was fussy cutting in the kitchen. So there's a bunch of stuff that's going to be like perfect for this. So I'm really excited, you know, for this theme. I think it's going to be, looks so pretty with it. Okay, let's put these in here. Just putting it in the back. All right. Yeah, I'm going to use some of those. And not these right now. And then I'll just kind of look through and see if there's a couple of things in here I want to use. Like there's some shoes and stuff. Some bling and things. Guest checks I definitely want to put inside of the envelope that I just made. And I have like different sizes and colors for those picked out. All right, so I think we got enough out here for, you know, a good start. And then I do have some other like ephemera things that, you know, Tim Holtz stuff. But right now I'm pretty much just using like things that, you know, are with like the kit or, you know, some kind of printable pretty much. So I do have some like old labels and stuff that I started putting in here. They're all over the place. I really should organize them a bit more, honestly. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so we're gonna get started doing that. And what I'm thinking to first start off is to put lace going. These are gonna be too thick or, you know, too wide. So I'm gonna not use those. That's too wide. Those I don't want. I don't want the tag or the pocket. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what out of those I want to use, but I definitely don't want to use these. And then I'm just going to do like some pinks and blues pretty much. And then use some laces. Just a bunch of random things. That's my plan. Now, for the first thing I want to do is put lace on either side of this for like a trim. Like underneath, for like a little, you know, little trim, I think would be fabulous. It's definitely too big, but very pretty. I do have some photos I grabbed out earlier, some like little ones in case I wanted to use some of those. Some old like vintage things here. Just all piled up on my table here. Among, you know, everything else. Lots and lots of stuff piled up. All right, so I'm thinking pink. Definitely pink. So we're going to do this one here. We have a few retreat presenters right on here. That's what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's what I was mentioning earlier, that even I was like a couple of us are already here, and then I mentioned about Giselle. So hopefully we get some more friends to come join us. It's going to be so much fun. I know Regina was asking, I don't know if you had seen that, but she was asking some more details about the retreat. Like about, I guess, the the different like crafts and activities. So I was telling her that You or Mary would be the best to, you know, get all the details from. But I do have it pinned on my page at the top on my Facebook page. All right, and you get like a glam bag, and it's just going to be lots of fun. And then meet and greet, get to hang out. It's a 2-day event. So you can either fly there, drive. I'm going to drive. It's like 4.5 hours for me. And it's in Windsor, New York. I will definitely be getting my share of New York trips in this year. And then we're doing some stuff during the summer, some other like places that we have plans, especially like the beach. There is a beach that's close to our house, but it's not really, I mean, there's actually several of them, but they're not like really great, like compared to if we go to Ocean City or Rehoboth Beach. So if we're to go there, those are 2.5 hours. I mean, it's 2 hours away to go there. All right, so I don't want to use any of the like real big pieces here, but I definitely want to put like a couple, I think, of these. The little note cards, just to have. You know, some of the print, or, you know, the printables on here. Let's see. I think I'm going to use those. And then put like little clusters of like lace as well. So let's just trim some of this off. And then I'll put like some of the other little ephemera things. But this is just to have like some little pieces of lace that's sticking out here and there. One of these days, I'm really going to get my lace organized and like my sari silk and all. I really am. One day. Okay, let's put this one down first. Actually, I forgot that I would like to ink that up real quick. I love them. I know you have like a zillion of them. The sprays are amazing. I absolutely love them so much. They're really fun. Especially the shimmery ones, like, and there's different things you can do, like different techniques. You know, if you want to spray them into stencils or spray on your mat and then put spray a little water or something, and then dip your papers or tags or whatever in there. Okay, do those first. And I'm just gonna start piling things on here. I mean, I think using just this alone, and maybe put a little something on there, would be gorgeous. But you know me. I always got to do extra. But snippet rolls are fun though. I definitely got to say, they are fun. Okay, let's have this one over here hanging out. But this snippet roll will be most likely a belly bands. And this one's going to be down here. So while we're on vacation, we have video cameras inside and outside of our house. And we'll make sure to keep an eye on the kids, make sure that they're taking care of Arya good. And because we're like, you know, if you want to get paid and everything, then let's keep the house clean, right? I'm sure Nate will have to run around last second doing that, but I'll keep an eye on the cameras, making sure they're doing the right thing here. It's so funny, when we had first got them, we didn't tell the kids about it because we wanted to like be on like our dinner date or something and look at it and then start speaking through it, because we could talk back and forth in it. And it was just hilarious because they were like looking around everywhere like, where are they at right now? Like, what is going on? It was just so funny. Okay, that one. And this one. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on here, on the little cards here really quick. I need a block. I need a block. A little small one would be fabulous. Where did I put it? Goodness. If I didn't have like 1,000 things on my table right now, that would be amazing. Here's one. I really need to get this stuff put away. It is just horrendous. All right, I'm gonna have this just like, you know, totally random stuff here. All right, so we got that. And let's do, could do a little postcard, would be cute on that long one. Maybe I'll do that. And it has Harry on there. Got the Eiffel Tower up on the stamp. Oh my goodness, I knew that was gonna happen. This I had in a box with like some ephemera stuff, so it's silly that I didn't put it away. Oh my golly, goodness. Okay, I need you to cooperate. That is just exciting as ever. I so wish I could come to the retreat. Me too, friend, me too. That would be absolutely amazing. It truly would. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely get this, like, get this together, because it is not sticky whatsoever. And then this beautiful brooch here, I'm gonna put on the cover. I think like on the closure is what I'm thinking. All right, I definitely don't need these. So I just want to use the 3. And this one, this would have been super pretty on here, but now I'm gonna just use this in, you know, somewhere else. Okay, now I do want to use another stamp on here before I start putting, you know, like the little perfume bottle and all the things, because they're so cute. That one's gonna be too big as well. All right, let's do this stamp here, because that's really cute. And this is Paris as well. There's this one kit that I have. It's not for a design team. It's just, you know, something. Hi, Jess. Hi, my sweet friend. How are you? It's just for like, just something I want to do. And it's like a Paris old vintage glam, like, and there's like retro and all the things. It's going to be so pretty. So that one I'm going to do like a tall and skinny journal. Actually, there's like a couple of them that I really want to do. And those are going to be like the tall and skinny. I think I'm going to do the bow at the top because that would be cute. So a little ink one here. A little bit. Yeah, anybody that can come to the retreat, it would be amazing to be able to meet up. I know Miriam said that she's definitely coming. And I don't know who else is definite, but I definitely, you know, would love to meet you guys there, and we can, you know, hang out and craft together, and all the things would be super awesome. This one I'm going to put on the fabric. I should get out my sewing ones that I have. Literally, I already got out for this book. This one is going to go down here. So cute. It's not even done and it's cute already. Let me show you guys how that's looking. Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah, this one I'm just going to put up here. So basically for a snippet roll, you're kind of doing a cluster kind of thing. And then you can use it as a bookmark, a tag, a belly band, a pocket, like anything really. Anything at all. And I do different things each time. So it really just depends. Or you can use them as decoration and wrap it around a spool once you're done. Just make sure everything's glued on really well. And then put it on your spool, and then it's like a pretty decoration on, you know, a wooden spool. All right, let's see. What else do we want to put underneath here? What else? I'm going to put this to the side. I think I'm going to put this, because I'm doing like, you know, the kind of like new and vintage kind of theme with this, you know, this kit. I love the little sewing box. It is so pretty. Actually, that is something that I wanted to do coming up soon, is to redo a sewing box. So nobody take that idea now, because I'm going to be doing that soon. I'm doing it first. You can do it after. All the stamps are so cute that I don't want to cover them up either. Goodness. The pearls, I like those. So let's do that. I'm only kidding, by the way. You guys can totally do it if you want. You got first dibs. I mean, I'm halfway kidding, you know. I'm going to tuck that under here. A little frame. So cute. The last one I did of the snippet rolls was for St. Patty's Day. It was for like that spring blessings journal that I was working on. All right, where do I want to put this? Because I don't want to cover certain things here. All right, so this is going to go, that would be cute right here. But I need to ink that up. Where is that at? Right here. It would be a pleasure to meet you. It sure would, right? I cannot wait to, oh, goodness, broke that. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it would be amazing to meet all of you, honestly. Even if it's like, you know, 6-7 hour drive, you guys should totally do it. Just check and see how far the drive is. It's going to be in Windsor, New York. All right, so this one, oh, I wanted to put a little piece of lace under here. I guess I'm just going to use this piece of paper here. All right, that, because, you know, I like to have just the different layers going on. Now I need to hurry. I need to hurry. All right, that. And then the scissors that are totally broken. There. The top part. Right there. Great. Let's use some more of that. I got this paper from Amazon. I really like using it a lot. It's like I really like all the things. I don't really want to cover it all up. All right, I'm going to put more here. Right there. It's still raining out. It sounds very peaceful. And then this one I'm going to have just kind of going over to the side. All right. I'm just going to put a couple more things because I don't want it to be too, you know, like super duper cluttery. So I think this one right here seems pretty good to me. And I need to ink the edges a bit. I think I used a pretty decent amount of, you know, the kit, which is good. Don't mind Luna in the background, just a snorting away. Yeah, I like that there. I think that's cute. All right, that there. I started watching Shameless again. I never did finish the last season of it anyhow, but I started, you know, from the beginning. This one could be definitely cute up here on the bow. Or if I can grab a smaller one. I think a smaller one would be awesome. Let's see. There's all kinds of different ones here. But these little bling pieces, old vintage, like little brooches and stuff, I think that would be, one of these would be really cute on the bow. And then if I can use a smaller, perfume bottle would be really cute. Or Let's see. I mean, I think I really want the perfume. But all these are kind of big. I mean, they're really very pretty. They're just kind of big. There's little teeny compacts and all. The other ones I have to finish getting those cut out. But they're going to be so pretty with this kit. That one kind of fits. Like a little old clock, perfume bottle clock thingy. It's another one, but still kind of big. Got some shoes. Definitely big, but those are going to be really cute. And let's see. All right, so these I'm not going to use. And those other shoes there, they're really cute. I had the, oh, here's the baggie here. Yeah, I want to put, because these are like really small. So I feel like, I mean, not all of them, but some of them are pretty small. Now there is definitely some more perfume bottles in here. And some old combs and brushes and all kinds of stuff. Old hairpins. Yeah, all these are kind of big as well. And really, I don't feel like keep on searching through this bag, honestly. This would be cute. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Though that one looks really good too. And a little compact thing. All right, so either that, I think it's like the back of a brush or a mirror. Or the perfume. I mean, I love the perfume, but I feel like it's just not fitting in, like, I feel like it just covers up too much. So I'll just put that somewhere else. I think I'm just going to go with this because it's, since it's like more narrow. And I definitely got to finish that other fussy cotton. I might as well just take them with me on vacation, and then when, you know, we're back in the evening at the hotel, then I can sit and maybe do some of that for a while. Usually if I do any kind of live on a trip, I'll take like stuff to do the painting, the watercolor painting. That's usually like a kind of an easy thing to pack. The last trip we were just on in Virginia Beach, I took a bunch of stuff and did not use a single thing. I did fussy cut there, but I didn't use any of the, like, I didn't go live. So that was definitely a bummer. All right, this is the last little piece I'm going to put on here, which is a little teeny frame. Because we were getting home late, like, or, you know, to the hotel, like, late every night. It was the itinerary was jam-packed, so much stuff we were doing. Okay, so here's how this is looking. It's looking so pretty. All kinds of fun stuff on there. So that's going to look nice in the book for, you know, just to go on there. Or I could use it as a belly band and put like some kind of, you know, photo or check, like a guest check, receipt, old vintage receipt, postcard, you know, anything really. I think would look awesome. Any of the things, but I wouldn't put anything that's too much because since it already has like a lot going on, I wouldn't want to put like a lot going on with it. So it would just be like one thing, you know, underneath there. Oh, thank you. Super sweet. Idea, did you do first? Can't wait to see it. Let me see. Oh, your idea. Oh, thank you. It's a bit too close to my wedding. Otherwise, I totally thought you guys got married already. I knew you guys went when you were on vacation. He proposed to you, which is super amazing. I remember seeing like all the photos and all the things. It was so pretty. I need to stop. Seriously, like enough is enough with this thing. Enough is enough with it. Okay, so what I do know that I need to do is definitely get my pages together. But do I want to do that right now or still have fun with more ephemera stuff? I think maybe more ephemera stuff, right? Mary, you on? Same here, Corey. If I need to keep my eyes open this time of night. I know it's almost 11. Almost 11. You guys probably wake up pretty early, I'm assuming. All right, so we got that done. And then, let's see. Let me get my papers here out of the way. That is quite a bit. Yeah, I definitely want to fussy cut that though and use that in here. That's going to be really pretty. Let's see. Maybe I can do like a little, I got stuff all over the place. Goodness. It is a mess. I could do maybe decorate like some kind of cute pocket for it. Could do that. Maybe I could do like a couple of pockets. Yeah, I think that would be good. So let me grab, I'm going to use this white paper, I think. It's just like a piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to do the size of the book here. Let's do, it's not all the way across. I think I'm going to do like a little, actually I should, to make this straight, I should use this here, would be great. Right there. So tomorrow I'll be live on Facebook because I won't be live Friday for Friday favorites, unfortunately, and I won't be live. I've done put that in the wrong bag. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. What in the world am I doing here? I sure enough did, because I've done moved the bag over on the other side. Look at this gate. That is too funny, but very cute. Okay. Yeah, I had that on the wrong side there. All right, so I got this paper here, and then what I'm gonna do is I want to do 2 of them on the page. I actually need this thinner. I need it a little thinner. Let's do that. And then I guess we'll do 2 of these. So would that be a good size? Or a little bit more. Yeah, I guess that'll be good. That shall be good enough. Okay, we got that. And then I want to do like a little notch in there. So you can use a hole punch and then just do like, you know, just put it in a little bit. But this one is just like one of those for a tab. So I'm going to put it right in the middle. Sometimes I totally do that. I do it quite often, but it's really very easy to fix. Lots of questions. Well, I'm going to take a look at it and see. All right. Make sure it's kind of centered. Oh, what do you know? I did it again. Okay. And then, you know, of course, you want to save your little tabs because you can use those in the journals, which is great. All right, so we have those two. And this one actually was a little weird at the bottom there. Now, I'm going to, when I put this in one of the pages, after I get them all like decorated, of course, let's just pretend that it's going to be on here, you know, on this page. I would make sure that I have, you know, like they're not too big. So I might want to take a little bit more off. So you can have it like this, or you can have it like this and have them side by side even. At that point, it would be kind of like, oh, why don't you just do like one long pocket then? So I usually just kind of do it like that. But I do think I want to take off a little bit more to just give a little bit more space there. So, oh goodness. That's quite some cardstock there. All right, so we got that one. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the questions in just a moment here. I think right there is good. Maybe. Yeah, so I started watching Shameless, and then I'm also watching Severance. So just kind of going back and forth. All right, so these are about the same. A little off, but no, not really a big deal. All right. So I'm going to be watching one of those tonight. Also pretty. Thank you. If you follow the link, it has the info on it. I can PM you. Start and time of workshop. Oh, you have a lot of questions. Start and time of workshops, number of presenters per workshop, one per or a few, things like that. I want to know those answers too, as a matter of fact. Kid is so cool. Love watching you. Just past my bedtime. A little delirious. Oh, thank you for being on here, sweet friend. I appreciate it. I do. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that's good. And then I just need to decorate them. I know it is getting late. And so my mom's coming tomorrow. I'm going to take her to her dentist and her doctor's appointment. I haven't got to see her since she moved. So that's going to be exciting to be able to see her. I definitely need to get my pages all together and see what I'm going to use and what I'm not using. Because it's just so, like, so much going on with these. And I really need to get them, like, in. That's what I need to do. Okay. So, yeah, what I'm thinking is I definitely want to do that because I feel like if I keep doing all kinds of ephemera things, I haven't even got my pages in yet. It's just craziness. And I haven't even got my pocket in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to take some of the pages out because if not, it's going to take me forever to do this. And I don't have forever to work on it. So what I want to do really quick is just get my pockets in the cover here. So I use some of the print, or the kit, which is Chic Boutique, and you can see it through there, which is really pretty. And then inside here, and then I want to have this as the inside pockets, so then you can see like that hanging down the bottom, which will be really pretty. So I'm going to put that in really quick. Yeah, I got to meet my mom early. I just realized that. So maybe I should wait on doing these little pockets, because I'm going to have to take her to, my dad's going to drop her off so that I can take her, and she has to be at her appointment early. And then we have to leave there and go to our doctor's appointment. So I probably should get some rest, is what I'm thinking. Though I just love hanging out and crafting away. I always enjoy it so much. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty. And then there's going to be other laces in here too that's going to hang out, like the sides and the bottom. And then I'm just going to put a little over here, little over here, just so that the papers aren't slipping all around. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, you want to make sure that the, everything's nice and good on the sides and, the bottom and all that, so that things aren't flying out. So I'm going to do some under these. That way you don't see like any of the glue. I really hope the results are in tomorrow. And that would be really cool if my mom's here and then the results come in. And then after that, I have to finish packing because then we're leaving for our trip. But if I don't, I could try to go live there, possibly from the hotel or while we're out and about, maybe. I mean, I'll see how it goes. If not, then I won't be live until next Tuesday on Facebook. So that means I'll be missing my sweet friends. Hi, Alicia. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think that looks real pretty. I'm just gonna put that down too. Though that could have just been, cut out. That little section there. Could have definitely been. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I know it's like after all that, but sometimes it's just better. I'm gonna save my flour. Yeah, because the papers will be over, like in the middle covering anyhow. So it's like, what's the sense of having that in there? So I'm gonna save that. and just roll the glue off. All right, and then I'll just make sure this stuff is down pretty good. Just on the edge. That way we got, you know, still the opening for the pockets. Let's see, this one, we'll do there. Okay, I think I got all along the side here too. I think that's good to go. Yeah, I definitely got to get my pages together for sure with this. This would be really cute to use on one of the papers. I love using all those little scrappy pieces. They're so pretty. All the bits of it. All right, and then I'll just put some laces throughout the book, you know, on the pages and stuff. But I probably should get off here because now it's 11. So I had a fantastic time. I wish I could stay on because I love crafting and hanging out with you guys. Thank you, Angel. How are you doing? I looked at the links already, but didn't see those specifics. I'll check again, though. I thought we had that included on it. To know those questions, too. I can't remember. Need to go back. Yeah, definitely. I would love to know as well, like all the different specifics of it. I probably might have missed it when I was looking. So you guys, thank you so much. I had an amazing time. So we have this one here. Oop. My snippet roll belly bands. And then the envelope is here. And now the stickles on here is still wet. So as soon as that is dry, I'm just going to probably use the heat tool or something. As soon as that's dry, I'm going to do the flowers on the back. And then inside of here, I did put a photo, but I'm going to put like a postcard or something in here. But I think it's going to look really pretty in the book. And I think it's, you know, nice and thin still. Like I didn't do anything too bulky. That would just be too much for in here, but I think it's going to be really pretty because this is will go right there to the edge, you know, because the signatures will be there. So then that means that these will hang out. And I can't close it all the way because of the stickles, but that's going to look really pretty hanging out the side there. So thank you all so much. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow on Facebook. I will be live tomorrow. I don't think I'm in an event tomorrow, so that means I'll be on at like 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm thinking 9. I should be on at 9. Need to get to bed. First meeting 8 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you all so much. Have an amazing time. Thank you. Safe travels. I'm going to be live tomorrow. Yeah, I should be. I really hope so. Catch you tomorrow on Facebook. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing, blessed night. Bye, everyone.